Dear ATC learners, first year, Assalamu alaikum. This is Hasina Mumtaz, Assistant Professor of English, Government Haji Muhammad Mohsin College. Would like to conduct my 2-day session. This is my first session with you, and the topic is food adulteration from Unit 3, Lesson 2, and it is about eating habits and hazards, and the main topic for the lesson, the luncheon. We will know, due to pandemic situation for COVID-19, all school, colleges and institutions have been closed dramatically and physically for all infections and for all hazards. But all the teachers are trying to be connected with you virtually. Though physically we are apart, we are and we will be connected to you with all classes virtually. So the e-learning from remote to everywhere, the teachers, the officers, all the stakeholders from their all spheres trying to be connected with their people. Now we will come to our session. Before starting the session, I would like to warm up you. What about the luncheon? Do we know what is luncheon? So let's go to say what are the luncheon. I will show you some pictures. Just tell me what are all these. Someone is eating or drinking, someone is enjoying the food, someone is showing the spoon and the fork, someone is talking on a table, and someone is gossiping, and someone is enjoying, and they are showing their love. So do we understand what exactly these are? These are our happily eating moments, that is a lunch or a dinner. A lunch is generally said a midday meal or a meal that we are taking in the midday of a time. But the text is about luncheon. The luncheon is a formal lunch, and this formal lunch has been taken or has been given for a special person or a special group of people. So luncheon is a formal lunch, a formal meal, but lunch is our day-to-day regular meal. This is our text, the luncheon, and it is written by William Somerset Maugham. We'll see the autobiography of the writer. Who is the writer of the luncheon? The writer of the luncheon is William Somerset Maugham, and we know it is a short story, and his lifespan was from 1874 to 1965. He was a British novelist, a playwright and a short story writer, and his work is characterized by a clear, lucid style and a profound understanding of human nature. Whenever you will go through the autobiography of the writer, you will see the details, elements of his character and his attitudes to writing and his profound depth love for writing. Now come to the learning outcomes. What are the learning outcomes of the text? After studying the lesson, the learners will be able to know what is a short story. You will be able to know what is a short story, because before starting the text, you have some warm-up activities. If you will go to the text, I will show you. Then you will see there are some warm-up activities. This is said what is a short story, and the luncheon is a short story, and we will find later in my slides what are the elements of short story. Then you will be able to know what are the essential elements of a short story. You will be able to learn what is a balanced diet and why do you need to take a balanced diet. You will be able to explain why do some people become overweight. You will be able to learn various difficult words with meanings and the total story with awful enjoyment. Let's come to the other slides. Now see what is a short story and its essential elements. A short story with a fully developed theme but significantly shorter and less elaborate than a novel. You see, the short story is significantly shorter and less elaborate than a novel. In English, short story is also called an anecdote, an interesting or amusing story, fairy tale, etc. Then I have explained here what is an anecdote, and I have explained here there are 5 key elements that go into very great short story: character, setting, conflict, plot, and theme. Whenever you will enjoy the text, the luncheon, the story of a promising writer and a lady guest, we see how the characters, how the situations, how the theme and the conflict of the story have or will give us a tremendous enjoyment. We will just think that what will come next. Then you will see short stories provide authors the freedom to convey a message or experiment with a theme without the burden of committing to a lengthier, more time-consuming task. By their nature, they are more accessible to more categories of readers, especially students, and provide a more concise format than full-length novel. It is, I said you, and I'm trying to confirm you, it is significantly shorter and less than elaborate a novel. Then we will say what is a balanced diet. A balanced diet is important, you know. We have to take a balanced diet properly. Why we will take balanced diet? We will take balanced diet for our good nutrition. If we don't take our proper nutrition to work effectively, we will just feel a dizziness and a very ill health. So we have to take proper nutrition. For taking proper nutrition or good nutrition, we have to take balanced diet. You see, there are several essential factors for a balanced diet: carbs, protein, fat, fiber, vitamins, minerals, and water. So a healthy diet can protect the human body against certain types of diseases, in particular non-communicable diseases such as obesity, diabetes, then cardiovascular diseases, some types of cancer, and skeletal conditions. So you see, all the diseases could be or can be caused without taking balanced diet. So we have to very conscious for taking our food, what we are eating. My HSC learners for young age, I know, we love to take fast food. Fast food is not a balanced diet. So you have to remember what food our body really needs. Why do some people become overweight? Why? You see, the usual reason given for people gaining an excess amount of weight is that they eat too much and or exercise too little. Due to pandemic situation, we all are confined at home. What we are doing? Less exercise, but much food. We are taking much food. As a result, maximum time we are feeling very dizzy, we are sleeping, and we don't like to move our body as much that we did earlier. So you will find obesity or diabetes or some other kinds of diseases can hamper or can weaken our body parts. So we have to take balanced diet. Without taking balanced diet or taking heavy foods, we will be overweight. We will go through the whole lines of the slide. You will see this formulation is true. Though it doesn't entirely explain obesity. Some people seem to eat more than fat people and exercise no more than these same fat people, and yet they are not fat. You know, fat people always think that, am I fat? No, I am not fat. Please give me some more food. This is really very humorous, very ridiculous. We have to take balanced diet. We have to very conscious our health. So this luncheon is not a very funny story. It will give you a message how to take proper food, and don't cheat others for taking overweighting food. Later on, you will suffer most. Now come to the text. I caught sight of her at the play. Look, the very first line, I caught sight of her at the play. You know, this is a very important element of a short story, an abrupt beginning. Suddenly the story begins. Who is I? I is the narrator, the writer. Caught sight her at the play. Her is the heroine, that is the lady guest we will find at the play, and caught, that is in the past tense. So we say this is a flashback of the story, a story of a writer's life. He tried to show or explain us the very difficult situations that he passed earlier or at his young age, what he suffered. And in answer to her beckoning, I went over during the interval and sat down beside her. It was long since I had last seen her, and if someone had not mentioned her name, I hardly think I would have recognized her. You will say, here is a line, did I remember? Here is a line, I hardly think I would have recognized her if someone had not mentioned her name. Whenever we find our college mates, schoolmates during our service time or during at the age of certain period, then we hardly try to remember or recognize who is she, who is he, because the physical structure or the appearance had been changed or could be changed. So if someone give us the or mention us his or her name, then we can recollect, oh, this is you, oh, I can see, because the reminiscence, the memories have been changed by our age. But this thing is happened here. The lady guest was very slim, young, but for cheating the person that she did with our writer, whenever we'll go through the text, we'll see that she became overweight. So here he said, did I remember? Because now she is a lady of 21 stone. Now come to the text. Yes, here we will see the text. The whole text has given here how the text will show you the warm-up activities that we did, and all warm-up activities you will find that what the text say, what is a short story, what are some of the essential elements of the short story. Before reading the story below, discuss the following questions and check if the story helps you to answer them. My learners, we have already known what is a short story. We have already been known what are the elements of short story. Then we will find what is a balanced diet. Do we know what is a balanced diet? Yes, we read it in our slides. Why do we need to take a balanced diet? For keeping us healthy, for keeping us in a very good, happy mood. Why do some people become overweight? Yes, I have explained you. Now come to the text, the story, the luncheon that I have shown you, the writer's whole life. Then you will find the text, I caught sight of her at the play. Did I remember? Now see, it was 20 years ago. Long since ago, there was a girl named something else. So it was long 20 years ago. The writer had seen her for the first time. So the story is a flashback of 20 years back, and the story started before 20 years. The writer was a promising one. Now see, I had a tiny apartment in a Latin quarter overlooking a cemetery, and I was earning barely enough money to keep body and soul together. She had read a book of mine and had written to me about it. You know, we the people when we are in school, in the college level, I can say my experience, we are very much fond of Humayun Ahmed, Rumana Afaj, Kaji Anwar Hussain. You are still the people, you are very much fond of Humayun Ahmed, we know. Imdadul Haq Milan, Humayun, yes, Humayun Ahmed, then Sunil Gangopadhyay, Shishendo, Shamarash Majumdar. You know, some writers are very much favorite to us, along with Kazi Nazrul Islam and Rabindranath Tagore and another some poets. So if someone will say, let's see the writers, they are coming to our place. So this is an excitement, you know, to make a meeting with the favorite writer. You people are going to nowadays in the book fair, that is Ekushe Boi Mela, or that is we are organizing some book fairs. You see, certainly in some areas we have Batighar, and in every Batighar they are occasionally trying to organize some programs with the famous writers, and the fans of the writers, of the readers, they are trying to connect with them. So that thing has happened in our writer's life. Whenever he was young, so he had an intention to know the mentality, feelings of his readers. So look, she had read a book of mine and had written to me about it. I answered, thanking her, and presently I received from her another letter saying that she was passing through Paris and would like to have chat with me. But her time was limited, and the only free moment she was on the following Thursday. She was spending the morning at the Luxembourg, and would I give her a little luncheon at Foyers afterwards? So you see, the lady guest, the reader, she is a lady, and she wanted to take a program with the promising writer, or the young writer, at a very expensive restaurant of Paris, and that is named Foyers. Then we will see how the text is going simultaneously. The text is given here, the whole text you will see. I have just linked the whole text here. You will find how she is taking the food one after another, and she is taking one after another food after taking that. I am only going to eat one thing. That is really a very conspicuous thing, that she tried to take every food, every item of the food, but she said, I am only going to eat one thing. That is, the writer said, because the writer was very much afraid whether he had the money to pay after taking her food one after another. But the lady guest said, look, it is the humorous line, I never eat anything for luncheon. The writer said again and again, I am only going to eat one thing, and the lady guest said, I never eat anything for luncheon, just a bite. I never want more than that, and I eat that more as an excuse for conversation than anything else. I couldn't possibly eat anything more unless they had some of those giant asparagus. She took asparagus, she took caviar, she took salmon fish, she took peach, she took champagne. She took so many expensive items, but she said, I never eat anything for luncheon. This is a very contradictory, this is ridiculous, this is a completely conspiracy against the writer for cheating him or for making him blind or fool, that she is nothing to take or never to take more than one thing or nothing, but she had taken so many items. That's the way we will see how the text has completed. She took so many foods. Then we see the whole text. I'm not going to explain the whole text because for our limited time, you will find the whole text. This is a very smooth, lucid story. You will enjoy. I am going to the next slide for giving you the meaning and the summary of the story. Look, the luncheon is about a lady admirer of the writer who managed to get a luncheon invitation from him to an expensive Paris restaurant 20 years ago, and it was named Foyers. So look, expensive restaurant and a luncheon. I told you lunch and luncheon. Lunch is informal, luncheon is formal. Luncheon for special people of the person, lunch our day-to-day regular midday meal. So look how the writer tried to convince her. The writer described the lady's lavish eating at his expense and what happened to her 20 years later. She wins the author's favor and expresses her wish to meet him at a high-class restaurant. William Somerset Maugham exposes the false motives of the modest eating habits. This is very important. False motives of modest eating. If your friend invites you in some restaurant, if you say, no, I don't like to eat, but I can eat this Hyderabadi biryani. No, I don't want to eat more than Hyderabadi biryani. Yes, you can take some roast chicken. That's the way you are showing that in a modest way. No, I don't like to take more than one thing, but you are enjoying heavy food. You are enjoying more items than your friend tried to or tries to give you. So this is a modest way of saying, but on the other hand, you are taking more foods, making the friend full. But what will happen next in future? You will be overweight. So see, William Somerset Maugham exposes the false motives of modest eating habits of the middle classes with a touch of humor. Then we see 20 years ago the author was living in Paris. I have explained you when he had met a lady who is an admirer of his stories. She had met him at a play and relates to him the incident during the interval which had occurred at the time she had read a book, etc. I have explained you that how the writer was completely felt nervous by the clutch or the blind attachment of the lady guest. Estimating the cost of a luncheon which should not cost more than 15 francs, he decided to cut down coffee from his menu so that he could have enough for himself for the next 2 weeks. That's the way the writer tried to, because very beginning he said that he was a writer with meager income, living in a tiny apartment, so he didn't have enough money. So he tried to cut down some menu of a day-to-day food, and he tried to give expensive luncheon. He tried to give a better luncheon. He tried to spread much money or spend much money, but ultimately he had to do it. Then see, after the meal, she had ordered for white champagne. Whenever you will go to the summary, whenever you will go to the details, then you will find how the lady cheated him. You will see the whole summary. I made every line clear for you. If you don't have any clearance, then we will make, inshallah, in our next class, we will try to make it clear, or you can mail me what exactly going on if something is not clear to you. You will read down the whole summary. Then I have given the all things here clear. Then you will see the prevailing social conventions. Exactly, the prevailing social conventions is sometimes or sometimes hampering our day-to-day behavior. The prevailing social conventions of the time dictate that it's the man who should always foot the bill for a meal, even when, as on this occasion, he is somewhat financially embarrassed. Whenever we go somewhere, we try to that our father will give us the money for giving the all foods, and he spends the money. So this is the convention and the way the lady trapped the writer. In this luncheon, we will find that how Maugham This William Somerset Maugham focuses on depicting a single character, and he does so often in his short stories. Please, my learners, read all the lines carefully. Now it is the time for evaluation. What is a short story? Do we know? Yes, we know what is a short story. What do you mean by the Valence died? We have read it. Who was the lady admirer? She was a fan of the writer. When did the writer meet her first? When did the writer meet her last? What was the name of the restaurant? What was the weight of the lady now? Is 21:1. I told you earlier, you have the answer. What did the lady say repeatedly when she took any new dish? Now see the all difficult words and meaning. Luncheon, a formal or special lunch. Lunch, a regular, usual midday meal. Latin quarter, a section of Paris popular with people to live. Cemetery, a large burial ground. Bill of fare, that is a menu. Effusive, showing pleasure or emotion in an unrestrained manner. You see, ingratiating, intended to gain someone's approval or favor. Complacency, uncritical self-satisfaction. Stone, 14 pounds. If the lady is 21 stone, then you can multiply 21 to 14. I'm not going to say the result. Caviar, the mass of eggs of a large fish, especially sturgeon, and this is a very expensive food. Beckoning, make a gesture with the hand, arm or head to encourage or instruct someone to approach or flow. That is follow, that we are waving our hands or body or nodding our head. Oh, yes, who are you? This is the beckoning. The way the lady gets tried to interact or attract the attention of the writer. Now it is time the reflection. My dear learners, we are very near to our end. What went well? What did not go well? Do you have any questions? Have you enjoyed the session? If you have any question, here is my email address hmumtaz69@gmail.com. You can mail me. You can ask me any question anytime. This is your teacher round the clock present for you. So at the very end, thank you very much for giving me your passionate here. We will see in our next class.